As promised, I'm going to do a review on the Bushcraft USA knife made by Adventure Sworn. I got it in early June, taught a class in Ohio with it, used it all summer. Just taught a class in Indiana with it. And believe you me, I'm not easy on knives. This one's still a little bit dirty. But that's alright. That's the way we like them. It's been a very solid knife, a good performer. It came with a sheath. I opted for the dangler option. The stitching on it is very, very nice. It fits very well. Doesn't fall out when you turn it upside down, even when you shake it. That's a well-fit sheath in my opinion. I got it with the fire steel loop. Like I said, the dangler option, you guys know why I like those. Edge welt's real nice on it. Just a very solid sheath. But I didn't get it because of the sheath. Got it because of the knife. Cody did a fine job with this knife. This one is 1/8 inch. A lot of people think that's too skinny for a bushcraft knife. Well, I don't think it is at all if it's properly heat treated and sharpened properly. To hit on that a little bit, it came from Cody with a real wire edge on it, and I don't really have a problem with that. Some people kind of wig out about it a little bit. I don't have a problem with the secondary edge. I don't have a problem with the wire edge. The wire edge, though, I did have it, and I think Joe was sitting right next to me, and I don't remember what I was cutting on, but the edge kind of folded and nicked in a bunch of spots. Well, I don't think that's really super uncommon from Scandi ground knives that are ground like a zero perfect Scandi grind. Most of the time you have to touch them up and you have to put them into a secondary bevel, but I understand why Cody does it, because I know there's a lot of people out there, knife Nazis out there, that if it's not an exact Scandi and it has any type of secondary or convex on it, they freak out and they think that's the end of the world. I don't think that's the case at all. I think actually the exact opposite. I'd rather have a little bit of a secondary and a convex on it. But that being said, and to me, like I said, that's not a big deal, guys. I've seen it happen with lots of knives, and I think it's because makers listen to a lot of people who don't use their knives a lot. But anyway, this one in particular has a OD green micarta on it, and it has some black spacers, but that's just an option he had on there. You put whatever spacers you wanted. I believe these are those Loveless bolts. Not an issue with the handle at all. The handle in itself is kind of a Coke bottle shape, if you can see it, which I didn't know if I was going to like at first, because I've never had one that's quite shaped like this, but after I've used it a while, I've come to like it quite a bit, and it's a very comfortable knife, and really through the hard use that I put through it, I haven't had any problems. One of the things I really like is it's got this rounded end on it right here, and I can take that and really smash my hand down on it, and I don't have any problems with it at all. Like I said, you can see it's got the Bushcraft USA logo on it on one side, and the other side is the Adventure Sworn, and it's a little stained and a little beat up, but that's alright. But right now, I just want to show you, it's like shaving sharp, okay? And it's not hard to get it that way. But I'm going to womp on a little bit, do a little bit of firecraft prep, and we'll see how it does afterwards, just to show you guys. And I won't sharpen it at all, I promise. Alright, right now, I'm going to go cross grain into this American elm and womp on this a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of that piece right there for my platform. But this is not uncommon at all, what I've done with this knife. It's not uncommon for what I do with any knife. That's good enough right there. Anyway, you can see I walloped on that pretty good. Alright, now I'll go ahead and start battening some of this stuff down. The blade's about, I believe it's about 4 inches long, which is just fine with me. Works pretty well. See, it cuts cross grain real well. I don't know if you can see all this. Alright, that kind of stuff for edge retention is real good. Like I said, it's got that nice rounded off handle, pommel, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, this isn't cottonwood or basswood. This is American elm, so it's pretty tough stuff. The back spine on it is really nice and flat, a good 90, so it works halfway decent for making scrapings if you're worried about your edge, which I usually don't do, or for striking a fire steel. It works really well. Alright, how about you see look, some nice shavings, real nice. Alright, so I'm going to do some more of this prep and we'll get a fire going real quick. Alright, you can see I've used this knife to prep this whole fire. Got my scrapings, shavings, pencil lead sized, pencil sized, and thumb sized fuels. Alright, now I showed you it shaved beforehand, so find some hair here. There it is. Not too shabby. So, and honestly, I did not touch that up at all. I didn't strop it. I didn't do anything. That's the edge it held after I did all this. That's quite a bit of work. All in all, I think it's a good knife. I think it's a fair price, especially if it's something that you want to hold on to for a while. It's kind of cool to have a forum name on a custom knife like this, but all in all, great knife. I don't think you can go wrong with it. And just so you guys all know, it feels good in the hand, fit and finish is good. I didn't have any hot spots. That's for you boys.